I'm so clumsy today! Hello! Today I wanted to do a highly requested video, and I meant to do this a long time ago, but I haven't gotten around to it, so I'm doing it now. These are my natural brows. I just kind of like plucked them maybe about a week or two ago, and I do have some stray hairs under here. I haven't gotten my eyebrows threaded or waxed since last April, so it's been a year, and that was my first time getting them done. I just keep them clean by plucking them. But yeah, if you want to see how I get my eyebrows to look like they usually do and not like this, then I'll continue watching. Okay, so this video I decided I was going to do a walkthrough, talk through type of thing. First thing I'm going to be using is the Anastasia number 12 little brushy thingy-majigger bobber, and I'm going to be using the brush side to just kind of brush out my brows. What I usually do next is I will pluck out some of my little stray people, and so I'm going to actually use a mirror to do that a little bit quicker so you guys don't have to watch the whole process. When I feel my eyebrows are like nice and clean under the underneath part of it, under here, I just brush them again, make sure there's no more like hairs all over the place, you know, just get it off my face. And then what I'll do is I'll take the other side where this little brush thingy is. So again, this is the number 12 Anastasia brush, and I use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow, which is very much used. This is in the color Chocolate. So I'm going to just do it like that, just kind of get a little bit of the product. And I wipe a lot of the product off on the side to make sure there's not too much. I'm going to use it like this, and I'm just going to kind of go from the bottom down some more in, because I feel like my eyebrows aren't that far in. They're kind of like sparse right there, and I just kind of like move it up because I want some of the product to go there, but not too much. I don't want to draw it in. Fill them in. As I'm drawing them in, I'm just going to kind of make a point on the end because I have no point. So I'm just also going to continue to fill them in. Okay, so now what I do is I go a little bit more above the eyebrow, but still inside the eyebrow. I'm going to make myself a bigger arch. I'm going a little bit more over the eyebrow. I'm going to create an arch. I have no arch. And I'm going to go down. Just going to continue to go through it again. And just brush it through because I did put a lot of product on there. Just going to use a spoolie to kind of get rid of the product. But also brush it in some more too. So right here I feel like it needs a little bit more, so I'm just going to add a little bit more. Not a big deal. I always look at myself from far away to see how I like it. If I feel like it needs a little bit more anywhere, then I just add it in. The same for here. I always like to make these two in the inner corners match up. So after I do this brow, I always make sure they look okay, and if not, I always adjust it so it can kind of look like each other. But it doesn't have to 100% look like each other because, like they say, your eyebrows are not twins, they are sisters. I'm going to do this eyebrow a little bit faster. Like I'm going to speed it up, no talking, so you guys can just see the final product. Okay, so right now I'm just going to add a little bit more, like I said I was going to do, to the inner corner part. I don't want to make it square, but I also don't want them to be like pointy. Just looking on the viewfinder right now to see if I'm satisfied. Sometimes I feel that this color is a little light. I use my Too Faced chocolate bar palette. This is the darkest color in the palette. You can't really see it. I don't know why the sun is doing this to me right now. But this is the darkest color in the palette, and I just dab it in with my brush, and I just kind of dab it because it adds a little bit more color. I don't like to do this too often because it does kind of make it look a little too dark sometimes. I just kind of put my hairs in there so it looks a little bit more natural. And just kind of fake it till you make it, you know. This side looks pretty good, so I'm not really going to do much to it. What I'm going to be doing next is I'm going to be using a concealer. Not really the type of person who likes to use a concealer on my eyebrows every single day. And I don't like the serious highlighter brows either. just on me. I mean, other people, they can rock it, but me, I feel like I can't. So I'm just going to be using the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in the color Amande. We're using the Crown Brush and C224 Oval Concealer on the end. Right, that's a little bit of product that's kind of like awkwardly there. So this concealer shade is one shade lighter than the concealer I use for my face. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to take this brush from e.l.f. I think it's just like a blending brush, and I'm going to take the lightest shade right here, and then I'm just going to dab it in a couple of spots, and then I'm just going to blend it out. The eyebrow is done, so I'm going to do the next eyebrow so you guys can see what it looks like. So this is how I do my eyebrows, and I'm just going to come back with my makeup done. Okay guys, I'm back. So I just put on a little bit of eyeshadow and just some eyeliner. They're here. If you want to make them a little bit more natural, then I would suggest not doing the concealer part. I hope my out of focusness wasn't too bad. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye!